Today, in this video, I'm going to show how to make vegetable stock. Everybody gets very curious as to what is vegetable stock. Why really go and buy the stock in the stores, and I can just add water instead of vegetable stock. The main reason I believe the stock came into existence is people want to use and preserve the nutritions of the vegetables and help it not get spoiled or wasted. So they used to prepare stock just like how we had a pickling kind of a practice back in India. So they used to take the vegetables based on the shelf life. So I have kohlrabi here, say something like the family of parsnips or potatoes. So whatever has longer shelf life, and they used to save it, and whatever has shorter shelf life, they used to use it. Whatever was in abundance, they used to use it. So it is basically the ratio which really matters. Onion is the vegetable which we can get and use all over throughout the year. So onion was the basic one vegetable which was used. So the proportions always was like onion being the first, which is one, and rest two vegetables is 1:1. And again, there is a very big difference here. So if somebody wants to make a potato soup, they don't want the soup to be looking red in color. So the choice of vegetables to make a potato soup always used to be something like all the vegetables which is pretty much looking in same color, like green color or say white in color. If they wanted to make a beetroot soup, so they used to choose, or maybe they wanted to make any stock based out of meat, they used to choose something like carrots, tomatoes, and if they wanted to add the sourness to it and sweetness to it. So that is how they used to do. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use five type of vegetables, and what I have taken here is 1:1:1. So it is one big bowl of onions, one big bowl of kohlrabi, and one bowl of celery. Celery is something that which we use and we call it as Ajwain. Here I get the fresh celery, so I'm using that. I'm not really using the Ajwain seeds. Along with that, I have taken one big bowl of carrots and the tomatoes. So I'm planning to do a carrot soup tomorrow. So I want all the flavors. So the stock which I'm preparing here today is going to last me for three times. I will be making three batches of it later. The advantage of the stock is if you can save it for a pretty long time, it can be refrigerated in like for 2 weeks and frozen for up to 3 months. So what I'm going to do is now I'm going to take one big container, one big pot. So I'm going to add all the vegetables whichever I want to. So I have taken three light vegetables and I have taken two dark vegetables. So I have taken all the green whitish color vegetables. So if I just want to make the mushroom soup, in my previous video I had just used leeks and celery and onion. And today I'm planning to do carrot soup. So I have taken a little bit of carrots too because I have carrot in abundance. And I'm adding the tomatoes. So for this, I'm going to add 4 liters of water. The process is not cooking the stock in a high heat. I'm going to let it cook almost minimum for 4 hours in a very low heat. I had read in one of the articles saying to prepare a chicken stock, they used to add ice inside the water so that the chicken's like stock would get the flavor would get infused, and they let it sit for 12 to 18 hours and beyond that too, so that the stalks get all its nutrition. So because it's vegetables and I don't want the vegetables to become mushy, so I'm not going to add any soft vegetables like peas and potatoes because I don't want a greasy stock. I want a stock which is just nutrition and like stronger with flavors. So for this, I have taken 1 spoon of pepper. I don't want it to be spicy because I want to add it as and how I want. So I have taken 1 spoon of pepper, and I have taken Italian herbs. I have taken pinch of thyme, pinch of parsley, pinch of basil, and pinch of rosemary. So I'm going to add all of this, and along with that, I have taken one star anise because I'm making carrot. Carrot is very dominant flavored vegetable, so I want to mellow down with other flavors. So for the my carrots, soup tomorrow, this anise is gonna help me. So I'm adding 1 star anise, and I am going to add just a little bit of cilantro, and then I have got 3 bay leaves. So what I'm going to do is just give it a stir and let it sit and cook for, not really cook, boil for 4 hours in a very lower temperature. I don't want it to boil. I'm not adding any oil here because I'm going to refrigerate it. I don't want it to be sitting with oil and water is not a good combination. So if I am using it directly, then as and when I can of course add it. But because I'm going to preserve it, I'm not going to add any salt, any oil. So this is now going to go on the stove for 4 hours. Now I transferred the bowl here, the pot here. The pot which I have taken is very thick. I don't want the vegetables to get into a shock and get cooked way before I want it to get cooked. So I'm going to turn on the flame, and it is going to be at the maximum low temperature. And I can use these vegetables if I want to. I can make use of all the vegetables if I am using it today directly, but my whole idea is I have used the vegetables which I don't use in regular cooking, like something like celery, but I want to utilize the nutritions of it. So let me show you later, like now after 4 hours, how it is cooked. It is not going to boil, it is not going to be boiled, there will be no evaporation as such, but all the vegetables would have got cooked and it would have all gone, and kind of it would be standing at the base. That means it has completely given out all of its flavors, and it'll be good and healthy and nutritious, and it can be eaten by everybody. So I'm gonna close it, and it is gonna get slow cooked. If wanted, we can even add ice cubes to it, but I'm not adding it as of now, but that's an option which can really be used. This vegetable stock has been getting slow cooked now for more than 4 hours. We can see that the vegetables are still retaining its good shape, but it is cooked. But the stock is not greasy. That means like we have cooked enough, and now it is time that we can strain it. It is not lumpy, it is not greasy, it is not oily, it is just fresh stock. So let's see the next procedure. I have the warm stock ready now. I'm going to strain it. Because I have added carrot and tomatoes to this, there is a color difference. All the vegetables which is cooked has all settled down very well. I'm going to pour this to show the color difference which we have got. It smells amazing. The more the darker I want, the more vegetables I use. If I want it to be in red, I can use the beetroot. If I have any vegetable in abundance, like I said in the video earlier, I can use however I want. So this was the stock which I had prepared last week. I had used leeks and onion and celery and kohlrabi to this. This time I have added tomatoes and carrots to this. I hope you like the video. Let me know, write back to me with your comments and ask me any questions if you have. Please do subscribe for Charyas Kitchen. Thank you.